Our next guest is the one and only Dolly Parton. She's considered as one of the most iconic entertainers of our time, I would say all time, with a career spanning more than 6 decades. She was recently inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Parton has been nominated for 53 Grammy Awards, including 2 this year, winning 10 times. And she's topped the country music charts with more than 100 hits. She's also talented in the kitchen, sharing her love of baking with her fans through her partnership with Duncan Hines. Tony and I recently spoke with her about 4 new products, including buttermilk biscuits and cornbread. Here's our conversation with Dolly.
Dolly, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Well, good morning to you, and thanks for having me.
Dolly, when this airs, when people will be hearing your voice, you will be 77 years old, have just turned. What are your plans to celebrate?
Well, actually, I'm going to drop a new song on my 77th birthday. It's a song that I think the world needs to hear right now, so I thought, well, I'd just give the world a little gift. It's a song I kind of dreamed, so I'm going to celebrate that. It's called Don't Make Me Have to Come Down There. It's like God talking, like, don't make me have to come down there. My children, you had best beware. I've let you try my patience as all good fathers do, but you're on my last nerve. I have had it up to here with you, so don't make me have to come down there. And it's all about
so
God,
good.
you know, being like a father and all the things that you hear.
Let's talk about your partnership with Duncan Hines. It has expanded: cornbread, brownies, and biscuits. How do you pick these new recipes?
When I started my work with them, they wanted to do some Southern recipes. And so we talked about it, and we thought, well, got to have some biscuits, got to have some sweet cornbread, you got to have those fudgy brownie mix, so everybody loves all that. So they just kind of do their research, and I know kind of about what Southern people like.
You know, food is a form of love. I love cooking for my family. Philanthropy is also a form of love, and you recently got a grant from Jeff Bezos and his foundation for $100 million, no strings attached. First of all, what was it like getting the news that you were going to get that lump sum of money, and what can you tell us about what you want to do with it?
Well, Bezos called me the very day that I was going into the Hall of Fame. And that was the day that the big lottery was out for a couple of $1 billion. And I'd bought a couple of tickets for that and didn't get that one. But that night, I felt like that I really, had won the lottery. And so I've kind of let the dust settle while I think about what I want to do with all that money. But you can believe that I'm going to put it to good use, and a lot of good things can be done with that amount of money.
Now, you were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I think everybody collectively, we understood it's well-deserved, but you didn't necessarily see it like that initially. You thought to yourself that you weren't as deserving. Why?
When they said they were going to put me in, I didn't know if I deserved it. I found out later that they base it on a lot of things, and I said if they should put me in, I would accept it gracefully, which I did, and was very honored and proud. But because I got something I wasn't sure of, I thought, well, if I'm going to be put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm going to have to earn that title. So I immediately started work on a rock and roll album. It's going to come out early fall.
Dolly, there was a script floating around that was about your life.
A biopic, Dolly.
And it was called one of the best unproduced scripts last year. Now, if this does get done, or so say when it gets done, a movie about your life, who would you want to play Dolly Parton?
Well, I don't know. I think when it gets to that point, we'll be auditioning a lot of different people, and we'll just have to see.
What does this actress need to possess? What does she need to come with? Who does she need to embody when acting like you?
Well, she would need to have my spirit, I would think, and my personality. She'd have to have a lot of that fire and spunk, and she'd have to have some boobs, of course, whether they were homemade or whether they were for real. She'd have to look the part. She'd have to be a little bit over-exaggerated, but hopefully that would be pretty easy. Even a boy could do that.
Well, I hope this biopic gets made. I really do. You connect with generation after generation of fans. I am curious, young people who may be seeing you right now for the very first time, what would you want those young fans to know about your life until now? What's the most important thing for them to know?
I would have them know that if you have a dream and a passion, you need to be true to yourself and true to that desire that you have, and just go for it and work without fear. I've always said that my desire is greater than my fear, and that's where a lot of people get crippled and never really get never really get going because they're afraid to even try. But if you don't try, you're never going to know. So just do what you feel is right in your own heart and in your own mind.
All right. Well, Dolly, your music is going to live forever and last forever, but this plate of food right here is not. And I'm going to tuck in.
No.
Nate, you want to take us off here? Or are you gonna eat
I'm going to
too?
go ahead and just grab me a few of these. Thank you so much, Dolly. Yeah, Dolly was awesome.
She was great. And that was not just like chatter for TV at the end. We ate. I had 2 brownies.
Yeah, delicious.
Cornbread looked
Dangerously
good to me.
And she's not slowing down at all. Dolly's Duncan Hines products are rolling out right now. And you can hear more of the conversation with Dolly Parton on our CBS Mornings On The Go podcast. You know, some stuff gets left on the cutting room floor. You can get it. It's available at your favorite podcast app. Just go ahead and check it out and type us in.